Hello? Yeah? Is that you? YouTube looks good. Twitch looks good. What's up, friends? How we doing? It is Friday. All day long. I think. No, it is Thursday all day long. Excuse me. It's Friday all day long tomorrow. Today, however, we're on a mission. The same mission we've been on for the past couple of streams, and that is to get ourselves some more challenges done. Specifically, today our focus is going to be the Shaper, Elder Conqueror, or Memory Guardian maps with at least 80% item quantity. Times 50, we're at 22. I have like 40 of them. I rolled a bunch right there. I rolled more than I needed. We only need 28. I rolled probably... I think it was actually 40 or so. So I'm not sure if we're gonna do all of them or we're just gonna do them until I get the challenge completed. But if we do all of them, I can sell the fragments for money, or I can run the bosses and then sell the stuff after that for money. And we can also get a bunch of invitations done for the strenuous summons challenge as well, so we can kind of double dip. That would be one reason to spend more time on Guardians. We'll just have to do them with Maven's influence. The other thing is, if we get done all of those in a reasonable amount of time, which it's a lot of maps, it may take us the entire day. The other thing we could do is Labyrinth trials, or I'm sorry, Labyrinths, if the layout is good. I'm not a Labyrinth enjoyer, but I'm also not super optimistic about this build, or my other one for that matter, getting to level 100. So if we find a layout that doesn't have a golden door, we'll probably just blast through it as many times as we can. The current one that is like presently in the Labyrinth right now does not have a golden door. However, it is also going to reset in like 2 hours. And I don't feel like... I don't feel like doing that first. We're going to focus on the Guardians first. So, that in mind, we're not gonna do anything. I rolled all these with the regex that I've been using, and even if they're below 80%, we have so much increased map modifier effect that it's gonna be over 80%. So, we're not gonna worry about any of that. We're just gonna do it.
What do you hope to find here? Devastation is all that awaits.
This is a memory map too? Influenced by the Elder and influenced by Originator's memories. I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen. What do we got? Suspicion? Upgrade normal monsters to magic or rare. Fine by me, boss. Holy projectile spamming. You keep those away from me. Quite possible. Did you hand me any Guardian maps? What? Brother. Man just walked up and killed me. Also, what's going on, Mr. Dragon? How are you today, sir? We're not gonna bother with the harvest today. Although Life Force did get more expensive, so harvest. Maybe it's a good thing I rolled something else. Sad part is there's not even really a damage mod. There is frenzy charges, but they gotta hit me to get those. Problem is I'm dying in the first hit. Trying to be a functioning human being? I respect that. I believe in you, sir. Okay. Okay, dude. Let's try a different one. Maybe it's a good thing I rolled a ton of extra maps. I blame Zana personally. Oh yeah, one thing I did off stream, because I did farm a little bit off stream, just not a whole ton. I changed my atlas around to include shrines, because Divine Ire was kind of funky, with shrines in particular, because we were using low life and I was using clarity. I was using the 3 flat reservation ores to reserve my health, so if I got a big boy shrine, my health bar would not be below half for low life, and it would mess me up. So rather than think about that, I just didn't do shrines. This build does not have that problem, so now we have shrines. Should run a bunch of synth maps for the challenges. That would work pretty nicely. Where is El Boss Man? Pushed the button too early. Please don't one-shot me, Mr. Boss. Oh, I have the Covetous Shrine on. That would have been bad. But no, I'm not. I don't need to do synthesis maps because I've already done the unique maps challenge. I would rather be doing, was it the Black Star? Searing Exarch's mini boss for invitation farming. They're relatively cheap. But I have all these, and I'm gonna need to run them for grinding gear goals anyways, so may as well just get something else out of it. How do you get transfigured gems? From the labyrinth. When you get to the end, you go into the room with all the treasure chests. If you go to the top right side, there's a like altar thing at the top of some stairs. You click on that, and there are usually, well, I'm pretty sure every time there's options that let you convert gems to transfigure gems in one way or another. Like sometimes it's a thing that says transfigure a gem of one color into a transfigured gem of the same color, like it completely randomizes it within that same color. Other times, more less commonly, it's change a gem into a transfigured version of the same gem. So that one, when you do get it, you can just put in a gem and get one of the alternate versions of the same one guaranteed. We gotta be doing these in the, we gotta be doing all 4 before we do 2 in a row. Cause we're doing Maven invitations. Alternatively, you could just buy the transfigure gems if you don't want to farm that out yourself. Because Labyrinth can be a hassle. I get Lacerated Hemorrhage. Let's see. I don't think that one should be too expensive if you want to buy it. Eh, 15 chaos. 20 chaos. That's not so bad. Certainly beats like oh, actually it is the same price. Penance Brand of Dissipation is really popular. So I kind of expected that to be quite expensive. Currently have 6. Gotcha, gotcha. You how far in the story have you gotten? Or are you in endgame now? Backdate? Hell yeah. Yeah, it can be tough to build up chaos in the story. I think most times I find less than 10 all the way through. Pretty cheap this late in league, too many people farming for them, it'll still be expensive. I guess that's fair. Especially considering the lab requirement on grinding gear goals. Shit, I know I'll be selling the Transfigured Gems. Wait, is it really? Hold. Frostblink? Yeah, the corrupted ones are a little more expensive than the corrupted versions of the other ones. Yeah, look at that. Sheesh. That is a ambitious price fix right there. I owe you 30 bucks? What did I do? I don't think I made a video for like praising Path of Exile 2 that much. I think it said it was pretty good for what it is. I mean, hey, if it wasn't for you, it wasn't for you. I don't mind it. The more I interact with the endgame, the less I like it, just the whole corruption thing. But up to that point, and like the early endgame, I think is plenty fine. Yeah, the systems are there. I think they just need some reworking. The whole infinite scaling endgame thing. In the way I see it, it's always going to end up leading to a bad time, because if you're not farming at a point where you're having a bad time, then you're not getting as much out of the endgame as you could be getting. And I just don't like that as a general idea. Got 90 hours? I mean, yeah, that's like 3 hours per dollar. I've paid more for less entertainment. Shit, I think I paid like $25 to go see a movie. That was like 2 hours a couple months ago. But I'm sorry to hear you didn't like it. More than anything, it needs more stuff to do. Yeah. Which, the most recent update was pretty cool. I just wasn't super certain that it needed to do... that I needed to be doing that all of... Did I do the boss in the last place? Yeah, I heard Maven. Kinda was on autopilot, sorry. Yeah, the last mechanic didn't feel like I needed to be doing it every single zone, so running into it every zone was kind of like, why is this here? So rather play PoE 2 over Last Epoch? I'm sorry, rather play Last Epoch over PoE 2. That's fair. Alright, that's ultimately the better part. More competition means more innovation to try and beat each other. And the more I sour on PoE's endgame map system, where you're running around trying to like find the towers and everything, like path to different places, the more I sour on the same thing in Last Epoch. It's like I'm always doing zones to get different places on the overworld map. I'm not doing zones because I want to do the zones like I am in PoE. Not that you hated it, guess you had higher expectations and shouldn't have. Only reason people played it was to punish PoE 2 for their last... yeah. That kind of... I think that kind of behavior can lead to a lot of... missed expectations, I guess. Usually it's better to do something because you enjoy it rather than you don't like doing something else. A lot of improvements you don't think would have gotten added without Last Epoch, like the currency exchange. Big true. And specifically, if and when the instant buyout item exchange ever gets added, I believe that will be also courtesy of Last Epoch. Because too many people liked it too much when they added it in Last Epoch. People played PoE when I was Spite Last Epoch. Turns out Spite makes the ARPG market go around, turns out. Don't forget Diablo 4. People play PoE. People play all the other ones out of spite for Diablo 4. Yep. I believe that. Actually, I never thought about that, but those timelines probably match up pretty well. I mean, for sure, it's like... the brand recognition is absurd for that game. Right, that's the spirit. I was not enthused by this current season of Diablo 4, which is why I'm not playing it. But allegedly, some streamers have been invited to go see some stuff, and they're hyping it up. Who knows how much of that is marketing hype versus genuine, you know, interest in what they're making. But I'm interested to see how it turns out. We found out Tencent owns... wait, Tencent owns Last Epoch too? I don't know. That one might be a little too far down the down the rabbit hole for me. Tencent may be the hidden overlords behind all these games, but I'm certain the studios themselves want their products to do well. Let's find out. Was it 11th? Our Games parent company. When was this? March 2022. A low equity investment. I mean, hey, if that's, you know, if that's the direction for their studio, good for them for getting the bag and letting us play the game. As much as I dislike Tencent. Tencent doesn't own it. Yeah, I guess partnership is probably a more apt term. Well, let's not get into profiling. Something like 99-ish%. Right. Yeah, that's probably fair, dude. On the other hand, I don't really want to dive into too much of that topic anymore. I would rather just play the video games. Bro, can we get maps that are not Underground River, by the way? Owie. Ignite. I can't use portals. Survive. We're fine. We're fine. I got hit again. Heck. Please tell me I opened up a portal. It did. That was all 4 of them. I need to roll another Constrictor since we blasted one of them. And by blasted, I mean got shit on. would really help if I grabbed an alchemy orb, wouldn't it? Crit, res, enfeeble, avoid ailments. Let's just go and see what happens. It's only 4 modifiers, but I'm not about to spam a bunch of chaos trying to get 6 or use exalted orbs. That's way too expensive. We'll just kill them before they kill us. How about that? Bro, charge that up for so damn long.
Another round will commence as soon as I have more combatants.
That's half a Maven invitation, and we sustained our Guardian map, actually. I need to be collecting either fractured, synthesized, or mirrored gear. Ah, shit. I think I opened portal. I hope I opened a portal. I meant to double check right before I clicked the portal, but I clicked too quick. No, don't take this vitality boon. Leave it. I didn't. Oh, I did. It was like over there. Please go through the portal, damn it, bro. The frog takes up half the screen. How am I struggling to click on it? Also, this place again, damn it.
You'll see. I'm not to be trifled with.
Brother got into that invulnerable phase before I even teleported Indy. As much as it sucks to sit through the invuln phases, for the Elder, I'm probably gonna run all of these Elders that we're building up. Because Watcher's Eyes sell for a lot of money. And I need a lot of money to finish out, well, A, to finish out the Revered Return Challenge, because all of this stuff is still expensive as shit. Orbs of Remembrance are 7 divines each, and we need 5 of them, so it's 35. Those ones are still multiple divs each, and we need more of them. So we're gonna need to make some money, and having ways to do that that are not just blasting harvest for hours and hours and hours on end would probably be pretty nice. Maze, bro. Why did they put the worst layouts on tier 16? I guess it's not even tier 16, this is tier 14. Can I get more City Square Guardian maps, please? On the plus side, we'll get to see the Elder dab on the Oversoul, which would be kind of cathartic. We won't even have to wait for the spawning animation, which is even better. Just the other spawning animation. Although I think he spawns in... I don't think he has the animation in this map. I think he's just there. Heck this place. Get him, Elder! Yay! It's good to see. At least the Elder's kind enough to open us a brand new portal out of that place. It's like, alright, you got my little buddy, and go on, I'll find you later. We had him at his phase threshold before Maven even showed up. God bless Lightning War Mines. Also, God bless Shrines. That Ignite better not kill me. Okay, we're good. I was worried for a split second. Does Alt do that? No. Control Alt? No. The option isn't always there for Invitation, so I guess there's no keybind for it. Life as energy shield and steel charges is like a terrible time. Temp chains, reflect, damage, attack, and cast speed, resistance is less arm. That's 5. That's pretty good. Should be doable. Yes, that is what it means, Sean. Awesome, congratulations. Well, I can't leave. I really need Ignite immunity. That would make my life a whole lot easier. But yes, it is 6 sockets. They're all linked, so and you can put any gem in them, so you can have a full power ability at the cost of having any stats at all on your chest piece, which is a pretty heavy drawback because defenses are really nice, modifiers are really nice. But early on, a lot of people like to just use that for like leveling alts. Because you throw the tabula rasa on at level 1 and you can just put in whatever sockets you want. Or whatever gems you want. It is useful early on. In some cases. I don't use it every time that I level an alt. But for this character I did, and it was pretty handy. Because I also corrupted it, and corrupting it can add 1 stat to the tabula rasa. So the one I got was like +2 the level of socketed AoE gems, which is Lightning Warp is an AoE gem, so it's +2 to my main ability level, which was kind of nice. So if you use a Battle Orb on it, there's a chance for that to happen. There's also a chance for it to get rerolled into a like random rare item if you use a Battle Orb on just about anything. So I don't recommend doing it often, but usually when I get a tabula rasa, I just kind of... Brother, is this another one of those maps that's just gonna kill me 100 times? Maybe it's some sort of reflect actually happening to me. Because it is like instant. Reflect was on the last map that was dumpstering me as well. But I shouldn't be getting reflected damage because I'm using mines. If only we had the technology for death recaps. Unfortunately, it doesn't exist. Wait, let me see if I actually just die when there's not enemies surrounding me. I'm not sure what's causing it, but the last time that this happened was a reflect map. This time is also a reflect map. So I'm wondering if there's just something bugged. I mean, I know my defenses aren't the craziest, but I've been able to do maps with like 350% fizzes extra and take plenty of hits without dying. Like I did not get one shot just like that. But again, I did eat hits from the monsters right there, so I have no fucking idea. I just want to make it to the boss. Problem is I'm out of the Elder Guardian maps, so if we lose a map, we will be short a full set, which is kind of a bummer. Piss off! Those bugs keep burrowing under me, no matter where I go in this damn place. Okay, we made it. We just have to not mess it up. I think it was those same bugs last time too. Either that or it was the Elder Tentacle monsters, the 20 billion projectiles. No. That was our last portal, unfortunately. Does he have something that gives me, like... revenge damage and they're hitting me and I'm reflecting the revenge damage onto myself? Surely not. I got nothing. Or maybe I'm just made of paper. Whoops. This build is held together by glue and duct tape. Sorry, bubblegum and duct tape. Probably all three. Hey, you stop that. He's phasing. For some reason I thought he couldn't be damaged during that attack. It's this one that can't be damaged, but then the damn cloud one. This one's, I believe, another Reflect Mat, but it's Reflect Fizz. Okay, this is not the Reflect one, but it does have 161% damages fire, so like... If that last one did not have... I'm sorry, if that map I failed did not have a modifier like that, and we still got dumpstered, I would expect myself to get dumpstered in a map like this. What are Mysterious Dark Shrines in the Labyrinth? They are good. There is not a single bad thing that can happen from that. They are always worth clicking on if you find them. I don't always go out of my way to find them, but if I do find them, I'm never upset to have them. Because they can give you a permanent shrine buff. So like a speed shrine, a health shrine, recovery shrine, fortification shrine for more defenses, big boy shrine for more life and AoE, brutality shrine for more damage, diamond shrine, you can get permanent crits for the rest of your lab run. You can get more loot from Azaro, more keys from Azaro. You can turn traps off in the last Azaro room. You can get a buff that makes you take 50% reduced damage from traps, which is really nice. There is a very, very, very small chance that you just get teleported, or you open a portal to the Azaro fight, or the very next Azaro fight. I've only ever had that happen 2 times, I believe. You could also get an extra use out of the Divine Font, is what it's called, the thing that gives you the trans gems. Come on, let's go. My shrines are running. Please hold. I need to check something. Sorry, sorry, so sorry. Two seconds. Maze again, dude. So yeah, you might have noticed, I did not get absolutely dumpstered in the map. Granted, it is elemental. It is elemental damage, and we do have our full elemental resistances. But I have 0% extra maximum res, which actually is probably an oversight on my part. I could have 1 extra of all of them, because I have life and mana reserved, but I didn't think to grab that. So yeah, we have the basic minimum amount of damage reduction from elemental stuff, but not so much that 180% extra would be saving us from a whole lot. I'm sorry, 180% would still be pretty noticeable. I can't help but feel like there's something funky going on with the Reflect in Mines. Uh-oh. That, you know, it is what it is. I'm already at 0% XP. We're not playing hardcore. It's not a problem. Alright, let's see if this one dumpsters me. I'm gonna pretend I killed him. It's fine. Elder is a bad guy anyway. We can steal his valor. Mr. Kirak, if that's even your real name. -9 max res, please no. Frenzy charge on hit's a little spicy, but what if we just don't get hit, dude? Have you ever considered that? Where did I put my influenced gear? Yeah, put it all on first in there. Mr. Sir.
Do get on with it. Naturally, I'd expect nothing less.
We're simply lacking gloves now. Right?
Well, don't just stand there.
Yeah. Strength influenced gloves. Then we can get our exalted shard recipe done as well. Ow, ignite. Wait, yes, this is perfect. Hit me with the lightning stuff. I recoup elemental damage taken, so having that, those little lightning hits is actually like a huge amount of recovery for me. We need to make sure we kill Fireman while Lightning Man's alive, though. Survive. Survive. I want you to hit me. Thank you. Come back here. Gloves, 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 gloves. Those aren't gloves. There's an axe being hidden. We continue. I'll probably just have to buy the one extra Elder Fragment that we're missing. Or I can buy... Well, I don't really want to buy a map. Buying maps is ass. Because you either buy in bulk or it's a little bit annoying to get someone to respond. I'm not really going to sweat the loss of one Guardian. I'll find another one eventually and be able to... Horizon it into the one we need. This is fine, this is fine. Elder, my shrines are running. It kind of depends on your build. If you have enough damage to just like dumpster him immediately, or you have enough survivability to where you're not like that worried about if he gets a little stronger from the mechanics, it's not really a big deal. Most of the time I ignore those items. Like, the only time I ever pick them up really is if I accidentally walk into them and I'm a little I'm a little unsure if my build can really handle a Zaro. If I'm a little unsure my build can handle a Zaro and I accidentally walk into it, I'll pick it up. Even if I'm a little unsure and I don't accidentally walk into it, I will still not go looking for them. I'd rather try my luck than go looking for that. Most of the time. Because ultimately, if you just dodge the Wind Slash, or the Leap Slam, or whatever else he has that can one-shot you, he's not a problem most of the time. I didn't realize the fight started already. Man, like, slid right next to me and I didn't even notice he was there. I was kind of spacing out, not gonna lie. Also, it would seem this is an AoE map, which is not great for the man with the gigantic screen-wide slam. Well, let me out of here. Alright, one left. I didn't get another Elder map, did I? No, it's all been Shaper. Which is actually kind of funny, we can get Shaper maps from Elder bosses. I wonder if it's the other way around as well, so you can bounce back and forth. Granted, I've done 4 of most of them, 4 of each of them really, with one exception, and I've gotten 3 Shaper maps, so you can't really sustain it that well. Or maybe it's just coincidence that they were all Shaper maps. Don't ignite me. Wait, what'd I say? I panicked and I pushed the life flask while I still had half my energy shield. I don't think that would have been enough to keep me alive, but it certainly didn't help. Also, I think another problem is Lave Shade kind of sucks with Ignite. While we're doing this, we should at least not be using that. It's more helpful for like Burning Ground and Desecrated Ground and all that business. Do I have another... I guess it would be a Mana Mastery or a Reservation Mastery for the all maximum res. We're not exactly close to any of those. There's that one there, but that's for Herald business, which I am not partaking in. I don't really want the lightning wheel. Like, it's probably not bad. But our shock is basically guaranteed from skater bots. The increased effective lightning elements would probably be the biggest part. It's probably not a terribly small amount of increased damage though. Part of me wanted to go down and grab resourcefulness, however, we'd have to level up one more time for that. And that is not the easiest feat for me right now. So that's an entirely useless point, but if we do manage to grab it, we can get resourcefulness, which will put us at 68% suppress, oh no. Sorry, 81% suppress chance, and we have lucky suppression, so it's quite a bit higher than that. Certainly not 100, but it ain't a small amount either. Now that we're not going to get enough for another Maven invitation from those Elder Guardians, let us grab the next set of Guardians, which are Cyrus Guardians. Cyrus, whatever the hell his name is. All I can think of when I'm fighting any of these dudes is Drox's dying message. My kingdom for Veritania. Man's a total simp. Not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just really do, yeah. Whoa. What the hell? That looked a little weird. Sanctuary. Yes, yes. Infinite tortures, dude. I feel like I'm experiencing infinite tortures every time I fight you, Baron. Don't you worry. Oh, that was a ghost Baron. Baron will never not tilt me, whether he kills me or not. I will always be tilted when I fight Baron because I hate that his, like, multi-shot projectile thing has, I believe, 3 hits to it. And they can all shotgun together. I've called it dumb since the moment I saw it, and I still believe it's dumb to this day. Especially, like, with how well they overlap. But the beam itself is a hit when it goes through you. The spot it lands on the ground is another hit. And then the spots explode, which is the 3rd hit. And so when they overlap each other, that's a lot of hits in a very short amount of time. So you're not like constantly dodging, diving, dipping, ducking, dodging. Be a real pain in the ass. We managed to phase her before she could do the little floaty phase, which is nice. What snakes? Still no gloves, by the way. Been trying to keep my eye out, but nothing yet. I mean, that was a lot of projectiles, so I'm not 100% gonna say this is some reflected damage shenanigans going on. However, I'm not gonna say it wasn't. Brother. Alright, if I get one tapped while I have this defensive shrine on, we're calling official bullshit. There's some fucky shit going on with Reflect. I will run one more Reflect map, and if it happens again, I will be 100% convinced.
Welcome. Time has no meaning. Your pain will be away.
True, true.
I thought myself better than you.
Alright, we gotta do Drox first, since his got scuffed and I don't have another copy of it. Also, we have a regular Maven invitation. Kind of forgot that we'd be fighting normal map bosses, as well as Guardian bosses when doing Cyrus's Guardians. So, we would also get progress on that. I'm actually very afraid of just flat out increased monster damage, but we're gonna give it a shot. We'll probably be okay. One whole crescent splinter. Let's go. We're up to 4 Maven invitations as well. I don't think I'm gonna bother running those. We'll probably sell them. I think what you'd be hoping for out of that is like Orbs of Dominance, or whatever the other one is. The blue and orange one. Conflict.
do not wish to hear your voice.
What's one more? Just casually evaded that. Fine by me. I'm gonna pretend I meant to do that. Now, when we go do this invitation, we gotta make sure we get Baron first. That man, it's not pleasant to leave floating around. Probably not on that one. Would have been nice because it has a lot of modifiers, but they were pretty bad modifiers too. That's probably okay. Accidentally got the right spot immediately. Feels good, man. Baron is dead. Long live Baron. Or not, that's fine too. Meow. I'm going to die. Any gloves?
Repeat my challenge. Gather more combat.
No. Calibummer D. Yo, we got another Drox map. You actually can't write that shit. Fine by me. All according to plan. Within expectations. And it's City Square. Actually huge. This map's gonna take like 2 seconds. Meow. The law. Warlord's Exalted Orb, huge. Still no gloves. Very not huge. Barely a minute. Feels good, man. Oh, it's another one. Nice. Yo, double biases. Ow. Damn, I was hoping we could get him before he dashed. Still no gloves. Heck my Chungus life, dude. Please let me in the portal. Laboratory? Oof. I forgot this was on the... I forgot this was on the Atlas. It's been so long since I run it. Kind of the exact opposite of City Square, unfortunately.
Approach, challenger.
Nope. One more. With gusto. My kingdom of Eritania. Three out of 4 on City Square is kind of a huge W, though. Not gonna lie. Ah, they're all ghosted.
Welcome. Time has no
Don't know why I keep throwing mines before they start their monologuing. We have plenty of time. Oh, she's ghosted too. See. Get back here. Owie, owie. Also no gloves. What are we up to on this? 45 out of 50. We need 5 more. I have like 20, so easy peasy, but we also need to go do this real quick. Vulnerability, desecrated ground. No, thank you. Quite all right. No. Baron is going to be pain. Real pain. Reflect? Hell no. Ignites are no. That'll have to do. It's not Baron. Can't believe I survived that. Three poisons. No, thank you. 4 poisons, even less. No, thank you. Surely this time. Nope.
I go bold when ready. Go now.
I mean, if I really wanted to, I did get that Warlord's Exalted Orb. I could just throw that at a pair of gloves, but that would... I did that with a Shaper's Exalted Orb already, and I felt really gross when I did it. So, like... maybe not. Also, I got an Orb of Remembrance. That's the expensive one. Hell yeah. So we can actually save ourselves 7 vines. That's kind of insane. Kinda huge, dude. Not a problem. Like I said at the start, we're gonna run... Well, we only need to do 5 more of these maps, but we're just gonna run them all anyways. If nothing else, I can sell the Shaper fragments. Or I can suffer through all of the RP from the boss, and then sell the Uber other fragments for even more. It's just a matter of how much I feel like wasting my time.
One of my captives wore many faces, yet kept her true face hidden. Now, she cannot escape her true face.
Hold your tongue. I do not wish to hear your...
Oh, hey, gloves. But they're dexterity. Honestly, he might be able to wear them. He might be able to wear them. Because he's strength and dexterity. Please. Please.
Well, don't just
Oh,
naturally.
easy.
I'd expect nothing less.
Huge. That is another challenge. Done. Can you sell unique items for the recipe? Nope.
Cool wind.
Seems I need a influenced helmet, which I may have laying around somewhere. Round one. Do they all have to be the same influence for the Exalted Shard? Of the same influence. Really glad I noticed that before selling everything. Well, as far as Shaper goes, got multiple gloves. We've got the weapon. I'm sorry, the shield, not the weapon. A belt, an amulet. I just picked up an Elder Influence ring. Oh, there is a weapon. I think you need a quiver if you do a bow, though. Some boots. So we're missing 2 rings and a weapon. A one-handed weapon for Shaper. So to that end, well, we're doing Shaper Guardian maps right now. So I was about to start throwing Shaper Scarabs in, but that would be kind of redundant now that I realize what we're doing. May as well put a little pile of Elder stuff just in case that ends up happening quicker. There's a ring. Already got the boots. Gotta make sure I hold on to these. I can probably do those as a set. But we're missing boots. And belt. If not, if we can't do the other one, the wand, the scepter will definitely work. Like 90% certain. Already had both rings. Okay, we'll worry about that more in a little bit. Back to the mapping.
One of my captives hid a beast within his heart. Dark himself defeated by all.
Venter's Gamble. Did we win? Can we calm down on the balls, please? I mean, that could be better. Could be worse too, though. Keep forgetting to check before I run the maps if they have reflect on them, so I can ready my expectations to get dumpstered, or to pay attention to whether or not I get dumpstered. Hello, synthesis map. Was I miss? I think I was missing boots. Actually, that's huge. I was not missing boots. It was a weapon and a ring. It was synthesized boots I was missing. Yep. I got my wires crossed. To the next one. Mr. Phoenix, I presume.
One of my captors refused redemption. He did not see value in a new life. Now,
Fight you. Man does not know how to stop yapping. Mr. Seer, I heard you had a mage blood for me. None of those are mage blood. However, that is Mjolnir. Is Mjolnir worth anything right now? Probably not. Wait a minute, you can't search past the O without an umlaut. I think yes. Probably the best that's in there. Can't scry anything off of this map, so that's the only thing you can do with man. Please no ignite. Thank you. Yo, back to that. Synthesize maps. I already forgot what I needed for a shaper. Was it a weapon? And a ring. A ring. Jewelry. The stuff. Yeah. 100% that's it.
One of my captors felt no emotion. He did not hesitate to inflict pain. Now, all he
Hello?
feels is intense, unstoppable agony.
A hidden speed shrine. Let's go. One shot me. It's the wrong kind of jewelry, sir.
Long day.
Kirak. Vulnerability, endurance charges, accuracy rating, ignites. Nope. AoE vulnerability. Nope. AoE's probably a little too sketchy for me. Not with Minotaur there. Reduced effective auras is kind of a bummer. We lose out on clarity, which may actually cause me problems. We'll go for it. AoE sucks, but gotta do what you gotta do. The rest of them are okay. Hydra is probably the most annoying, honestly. Minotaur is scary, but Hydra summons the little turrets all over the place. There you go. I say that, but Phoenix is probably the one that kills me the most. He just walks up, charges while I'm focusing on something else, explodes, and I don't notice it in time. Although, AoE being what it is, maybe I should have focused on the Minotaur first. Especially because of the copies. That does not help. He is dead now, though. So we're kind of in the clear. By the way, you no longer lose XP during Maven encounters, or Maven invitations. I did not think that was the case earlier in the league, so they might have changed that. Or I wasn't paying attention. Hey, a conflict orb. Nice. Basically, I'm rich. None of those, however, are rings.
One of my captives wore many faces, yet kept her true face hidden. Now, she cannot escape her true face.
Also no rings. But hey, we got ourselves a tier 10 map. That's huge. So huge, I'm gonna leave it on the floor.
One of my captors hid a beast within his heart. Now, shall my all.
Infamous Striker. They just nerfed the Strikers, actually. I think they listed it as a bug fix. But the impenetrable barrier that Strikers give, the cooldown was running during the effect of the ability. So they made that not how it works. Now the cooldown will not run while you have the ability active, which is kind of in line with the other kind of similar kinds of effects in the game, so it makes sense. But it does mean the Striker is a little less interesting than he was before. He was in the last place I looked. It's crazy. Get me the hell out of here. Chimera has got to be one of the worst. The worst bosses in the entire game.
My captors refused redemption.
Maybe.
He did not see
He just has so many phases. Uh-oh. We're fine. Did not expect that to be a dead end. But notice how I didn't get absolutely one-tapped by that? That kind of thing is what's making me think it's not my build that's the problem. It's the game that's wrong with this whole reflected damage business. This is a reflected fizz map, but not... Man, I'm doing a dissertation in my fucking channel. But yeah. This is not a reflect physical map. And we have vulnerability, which I think is physical damage only, so it wouldn't really affect the elemental damage from those explosions, but still, dude. Something janky is going on here. It don't feel right. Oh, a ring. Huge.
Stretches the sanity of the mind.
Suppose we don't have to ID them, but we may as well. I don't need 4 exalted shards. Yeah, but Peddler's produce finally done. We finished the Guardian challenge. I don't even know when we did that. That might have been this past map. And we are 4 out of 5 on equipped elites. We're just looking for the rest of the the fractured set. Which is just like boots and a weapon, I think? No, not a weapon. I gotta keep reminding myself till it sticks. It is a belt we're missing. And gloves. No, not gloves, boots. A belt and some boots. Anywho. Mr. Minotaur, I presume.
One of my captors felt no emotion, did not hesitate to inflict pain. Now, all he feels is intense, unstoppable agony.
Betrayal is here. I sure hope I don't get intervened upon. Oh no, someone's got to do something about that fortification. It ain't me though. The unrighteous would turn to ash. Ooh. Ooh. Death. Yo, this is a reflect map. Do we get one tap? Or is my hypothesis completely wrong?
Stretches the sanity of the mind.
Somehow that worked out. Almost forgot. Hey. This is cold, frenzy charge, no taunt, no slow. Suppress, that kind of sounds like a bad time. Life as energy shield is a terrible time. AoE. Suppression, reduce damage from crits. I believe this is less AoE than we had last time is the thing. Let's give it a shot. It's a little spooky, but we also get 6 modifiers out of it instead of 4, which is a little nicer. Who was it? Yeah, we're gonna go after Minotaur first, just because I learned my lesson last time. Yeah, that is also definitely less AoE before than last time, I mean. I'm out of charges. Ooh. I tried to flame dash through those rocks. Did not work. I'm alive. This game's easy. Where the hell did Minotaur go? He's still alive. I see him. I see him. When he... Yeah. When he dies, the rock circles go away. That's how I knew he was alive, but he's staying burrowed. Maven be healing the shit out of him too. Damn you! Stop it! Stay up there! He's dead. Thank God. I take back everything I said about Phoenix and Hydra being scarier than Minotaur. With AoE, that man is a menace. Ow. That stuff I took back about Hydra, I take that back. Owie. Awoke deadly ailments. Huge. Probably should be paying attention to the influence bases, but also heck that, dude. Sounds a little spicy, but we got there. Probably should roll things a slightly less scary for the sake of my heart.
One of my captives wore many faces, yet kept her true face hidden. Now you cannot escape her true face.
I'll never wear chains again, Caton or otherwise.
Owie. That was the same attack that killed me in the invitation. It was the... Who put this portal so far away from the door? That shit right there.
Key to a crucible that stretches the Senate.
The next question is, how are we doing on these? 167 out of 250. I think we were at like 130 or something. We were just over halfway. So it's making progress slowly but surely. Thing is, we're making more money doing this than we would be doing than we would be making if I was doing the Black Star. Whose invitation's name I can't remember. I got nothing. Ultimately, we're trading off the speed of objective completion with money. But to complete objectives for other challenges, we're gonna need shitloads of money. Fun build idea? Hell yeah, I'm glad you think so. Once we kind of swapped things around to find a decent amount of recovery with the Maven belt and Rollicatious Impatience, I started feeling a whole lot better about the build. At the point I was falling over left and right. And I still kind of am, but I'm starting to suspect there's a bug in the damage dealt by monsters with reflected elemental damage on them and mine users, so I can't confirm or deny, but something feels off. Minus 239 max life. 46% rarity. Do we take the Giga Life or the Giga Rarity? I think we go with Rarity. But also, we did not get the advanced version, so we're not rich. Also, I really should update the POB in the description, because that is very old. The build has changed quite a bit since then. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and do that, actually. I meant to do it before stream today, but... yeah, that did not happen. Nope, not that one. Not that one either. This one. Configuration would be Power Frenzy. We get endurance charges from our dude, but we can't 100% rely on those. I think it's like 22%. It might be more than that. But why overestimate things? Damage number is hella low here, but I've always believed that that is half of the damage we're doing because Lightning Orb is 2 hits, and I don't think POB calculates both hits. Because I suspect it just registers the or measures the down hit, but Lightning Warp hits when it goes up too. That's total speculation on my part, kind of like the reflected damage business I've been complaining about all day, but that's what I feel, because I certainly don't feel like I'm doing only 356%. I'm sorry, 356,000 damage. I don't think there's really anything else that changes this too much. Let's generate, share, copy. To the description. That's a little better. Get back here. Yep.
This is the key to a crucible that stretches the sanity of the mind.
So now we are simply lacking a fractured belt. Then we can finish out equipped elites.
One of my captors refused redemption. It
Get out of here, ball. This is not your map. Like, waiting for the envoy to show up so I can click on him before he says anything. That motherfucker's around here somewhere. But we ain't finding him today. Oh, get out of here, ghost. Oh.
This is the key to a crucible.
It stretches the sanity of the mind. Mr. Minotaur, I presume.
One of my captors felt no emotion. He did not hesitate to inflict pain. Now, all he feels is intense, unstoppable agony.
Oh. 8 divination cards that have a full stack number of 11. Are there any fun ones that have that? I mean, I don't really care for the reward too much, but that's really sick art. There were actually 10 cards there. Iron reflexes. Please hold. Gotta remember what that does. It's this one down here, right? All evasion rating to armor. It kind of depends, I think. But I think you're probably fine to keep iron reflexes because you're playing Gladiator, right? So you have access to all of like the armor nodes and stuff over here. I think even most of the time that I played a Ranger, a lot of the builds still take iron reflexes. You just have to focus, I think, a little more on recovery. Like, you still need recovery if you take evasion rating. But with armor, you're guaranteed to take the hits that you get hit by. As weird as it sounds to say. So you kind of just need recovery. Additionally, if you can look for sources of additional physical damage reduction, commonly found on shields, that does a lot to help characters survive. With armor in particular. So like this stat right here, additional physical damage reduction. Because the way armor works is it's very, very good against small hits, and then very, very not good against large hits. But stats like additional physical damage reduction happen before the hit gets to your armor. So additional physical damage reduction reduces the size of the hit getting checked against your armor, so you're more likely to reduce to mitigate more of it. On top of that, if you can look for stuff that changes the damage you take from physical to other like elemental types, like my mercenary is using one right here that says nearby enemies convert 25% of their physical damage to fire. So I have 75% resistance to fire. I do not have 75% physical damage reduction. And with armor, it does the same thing where it reduces the size of the physical damage hit that's coming to get checked against your armor. So it makes it more likely for your armor to be more effective, basically. So there's this one's kind of a funky one. It's really good on mercenaries, but kind of questionable to use on your own because it's not very good otherwise. But another one that's commonly used is this shield from one of the endgame bosses that you're not gonna run into early on, but this shield has physical damage taken as fire damage, lightning taken as fire damage, and cold taken as fire damage. So particularly down in this area, it's pretty easy to get extra maximum fire res, specifically. Like this wheel up here has 2% all res. That's another 1% to cold, 1% to lightning. But then there's the lightning there, or I'm sorry, there's the fire there as well. 1% maximum fire res there. And does this have? It does not. But anyways, even those nodes alone over here will make that kind of shield that converts everything into fire damage more valuable. Because again, it's reducing the amount of physical damage getting checked against your armor. So if you get to a point where you start finding yourself a little squishy, A, you can look for more armor. B, you can look for more ways to reduce it. Reduce the amount of damage you're taking like that. Hey! Quiet you. No essays in my maps. Trying to get through Cruel Lamp. That a few times so far. Azar's the only boss that's giving you some difficulty. Gotcha. Has he just been one-tapping you, or is he like burning through your flasks and kind of wearing you out? Burning through your flasks.
That stretches the sanity of the mind.
And you're doing physical damage? Yeah, because you were running Lacerate, right? I mean, this is pretty focused on bleeding. I've never run Lacerate myself, so I have no idea how it works. But if you do a decent amount of physical damage with hits, while also inflicting the bleed, even if you just come down right here and grab this one small passive node, it is like just below the duelist start. A lot of people, or I've seen a lot of times in the past where builds recommend just taking this one. You don't even have to go all the way up to the notable. But just getting some kind of leech, if you don't already have any, will make that a lot easier. You could run the Vitality Aura. It is a... It reserves, that's the word. It reserves a flat amount of mana, but it gives you a pretty decent chunk of flat life regen as well. And you can just like level it up until you start feeling like you're running too low on mana, and then I'll leave it at that level until you are feeling better. But if you're in Act 8, you should have access to Lily Roth's shop if you did her quest in Act 6. This button, yes. In Act 6, she wants you to go clear out Twilight Strand, this Fallen from Grace quest. If you do that, she'll have a shop that has every gem in the game, so you can just get Vitality from her right there. Unfortunately, she doesn't have Transfigured Gems, but she does have all of the normal ones in the game. Does have some gold damage. It also has double the damage that your last axe had. Hell. Even if cold isn't your main damage type, it's not a bad, like, it's not something you want on like an ideal weapon, of course, but in this case, it's not a terrible thing to have cold damage of all types, because you could get a little bit of chill off of it, which is not nothing when you're struggling to fight monsters. Slowing them down is quite nice. Where's the Minotaur? He's on the top right. I thought I was out of range of that. Just got Tainted Pact. Please hold. Oh wait, time doesn't pause. This is a boss fight. I forgot. Owie. Can't believe I survived that. Another Orb of Conflict. We're rich. Tainted Pact is this one? Nope. Not that one. This one. That's Vow Pact. Never mind. I have no idea what I'm talking about. The hell is Tainted Pact? Wiki, please. Ah. I mean, that's kind of interesting. So yeah, that may help without you having to go all the way down to that leeching node. But if you do decide to trade off of that for a different amulet, this is not a bad thing to keep in mind. This particular wheel down here. 172. We're getting closer. Less than 80 to go.
One of my captives wore many faces, yet kept her true face hidden. Now, you cannot escape her truth.
No. Sorry, Oshabi. Not right now. Bro, Envoy tried to hide behind the expedition. It's not gonna work. Tried to distract me with the tourists. Not happening, sir.
I'm a past Kayak's. I should be warning her.
No. No, don't take the vitality boon. It's trap.
This is the key to a crucible that stretches the sanity of the mind. One of my captives hid a beast within his heart.
Mr. Phase Man. Give me 4 phases and like a ton of ads for no reason. I fucking love those boss phases. That scarab tried to kill me by getting me to stand still. I'll not be fooled. Not today. Again.
Another ray class.
How did I know? Hmm? We really gotta start outlawing reflected maps. I promise you there's something fucked up with them. Or at least something fucked up with my build that is causing me to... You know what it could be? It could be Tempest Shield. Yeah, Tempest Shield does 6,722 to 21,125 lightning damage. 30% of that is like 8k. I'm sorry, not quite. It's like 6,500. That could do it. I have 5,000 life, but then again, I'm getting 75% like reduction, and we're dying. There's a lot of times where we're dying to attack hits, and that only goes off with blocking spells, does it not? It is simply when you block. Actually, it says when you block attackers, which implies it works on attacks only, but maybe we do this. That's probably the problem. So not a bug, just an oversight on my part. The reason it would kill me, even though it does less damage than my health in one hit, is it chains. I kind of forgot about that as well. And when, especially, like a lot of the times I was dying randomly, I was getting surrounded by like smaller enemies. So I was probably blocking a ton of hits and then triggering Tempest Shield several times over. That would 100% do it. But if I have to turn off Tempest Shield to run Reflect maps, then I'm probably going to stop running Reflect maps. And we...
To a crucible that stretches the sanity of the mind.
Is there a Reflect purple mod? Yes. But also, yes. Neither of those have Reflect on them, so that's fine. There's also the last two maps that I had rolled, so there's no other ones that might have it. There's a lot of scarabs, actually. Have I gotten any Guardian other maps? Yes. Got another Constrictor, which I believe is the one we're missing, actually. Sure is. Can't write that shit, dude. Brutal Shrines are kind of funny with this build because we hit like 1 billion times per second. However, it also sends the enemies flying, so it's a little bit of a hassle to leave on. Also, just occurred to me, I still have 10 maps, 10 tier 17 maps to do for that challenge. I should probably do that. %, but it's also eternal, which is not exactly ideal. Not gonna lie, I feel 10,000 times better now that I know what the hell was killing me in those maps. I was really starting to question the viability of my build's defenses. Like, sure, they're kind of weak to damage over time, but particularly weak to damage over time, I should say. But most of the time, we're pretty alright. Just if we could get, like, Ignite immunity, we'd be golden. But I have no idea how to do that, and I don't feel like figuring it out right now.
Did not hesitate to inflict pain. Now, all he
Piss off, tourist. Leave me alone. Blech. Damn me fast. Quiet you. Oh, and we got crits. Huge. Minotaur ain't gonna know what hit him. So I think if you throw mines too fast, and then detonate them, and then continue throwing them, it's happened a couple times where I'll only get like 2 detonations despite the fact that I'm throwing 700 mines per minute. I'm starting to wonder if it was because the mines detonating were getting overwritten by the ones I was throwing, and therefore just kind of like breaking the detonation chain. Mr. Minotaur is done. Mr. Kirek. The invitation, please. Less AoE, reflect fizz, that's totally fine. Bro, we got Chimera and Phoenix first again. Stop denying the area, sir. Another orb of conflict. Alright, let's do that constrictor map we got. And actually clear it so we can do the invitation. Double damage is not so good. Shocked ground is fine. Yeah, that's all good. One more invitation for the road, and then we'll probably suffer through some bossing. All in the pursuit of dollar bills. We've already made a pretty damn good amount of money off of these invitations, but why not make a little more off of the boss as well? I think we've got, what, 3 orbs of conflict? That's fucking 7 Maven invitations at least. We got our challenge completion, we got the influence challenge completion, we got Peddler's Produce done, we actually got quite a lot out of this. Turns out we killed those with Flame Dash. Holy Temporal Chains, Batman. Alright, so we got 5 Elders, 5 Shapers, and a Dream. No matter what, I think we're pretty much guaranteed to make money off of the Uber Elder fragments, but if we get Watcher's Eyes, that also helps. And on Shaper, if we get Dying Sun, that is also quite good for us. So, we're just gonna run 5 and 5. And then probably sell the fragments. I'm probably not gonna bother doing the Uber Elder myself. But Elder is easier than Shaper, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do... Oh no, wait. Before we do that, I forgot something very, very important. The invitation. Steel charges is a little annoying. That, however, is fine. Turns out we had 2 invitations. Because I forgot to do the Shaper one as well. Or I lied. I misread what we were doing. Wait, hit me with those. Yes, heal me. Thank you. Alright, we good on all those? We sure are. So now we do the Shaper. Because Shaper's gonna annoy the shit out of me, and then Elder is kind of annoying, but he's like less annoying, because he only has like 2 phases, and you just have to sit around killing like little tentacle monsters for a little bit, and then he dies. Shaper's like, you do this, you do his first half of his health, and then he teleports you, and then you do his second third of his health, and then he teleports you again, and then you get to kill him. It's like a whole thing. The sooner we get it over with, the sooner I can stop being tired of it.
You tamper with things you do not understand. Eye on your knee, pig. Your recklessness will not go unpunished. This is your final warning. Leave or perish.
Mr. Shaper. Oh, Maven's here. Oops. Forgot about that.
You've chosen to side with chaos. This is my world, and you shall obey my
Keep yapping, sir. We almost got into the phasing. Actually, that's not really true. We got him over halfway there, but not quite. Irrelevant.
Not for long. We need to get back.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Grasp your mortality tightly.
I mean, that went rather well. I just realized the main reason for the disparity between my PoB's damage and my actual damage. It's because Doriani's prototype. It's easy for me to forget that that's there.
These memories are mine.
They lie to you, father. I'm your true memory.
To save the future.
Grasp your mortality tightly.
Oh, easy. I was trying to race against the incoming Shaper Slam. Irrelevant. I will probably quality interrupt those at some point, just to see if we get anything fun. However, I do not feel like doing them right now. We go game. That was only 5 minutes.
I see
Not too bad.
you, little mouse. You don't belong here. Run along. The smell of fear betrays you.
Thank God. We got him before he transformed.
Seize this man.
Oh.
You tamper with things you do not understand. Your recklessness will not go unpunished.
It's a race. Oh, wait. Easy.
This is your final warning. Leave or perish. You force my hand again, little mouse.
Again, little mouse.
You've chosen to side with chaos.
Every time he says that, I think of Bioshock and that one artistic dude, the artsy guy that calls you Little Moth. I don't know why that sticks in my head so much, but it's the first thing I think about every time.
Insignificant.
He's recovering. We need to find a way back.
It'd be really funny if you could dodge the teleport. Phased him before we got another immunity attack. That's a W in my book.
To find a way back quickly.
These memories are mine. I cannot lose them.
They lie to you, Father. I'm your true memory.
To save the future, the past must be sacrificed.
We need to close this.
Zana, don't die. Zana, don't die. No. He beamed a second time before I could even move. This is gonna take 20 years now. I actually don't know what the bad part about letting Zana die is, other than I think it makes this portal take longer to close. But I know if you, like, in the normal Elder fight... Oh, she doesn't... Oh. So I guess she can't give you the shield if she's recovering health. Good to know. But in the normal Elder fight, there's a phase where, or the last phase where Shaper is like teleporting around trying to lock the Elder up. If you let the Shaper die, you can just like flat out kill the Elder without having to finish the phases, but also you can't get Watcher's Eyes. So I don't know if there's anything similar like that in this. But Zana does seem to come back eventually, so like, probably not. Or at least I hope not. Five minutes, 45 seconds. Yeah, that's a little slower than we did the last one.
You don't belong here. Run along.
This man again? Got him before the transition again. Huge.
You tamper with things you do not understand. Your recklessness will not go unpunished.
They should really give us increased cooldown recovery rate of movement skills in that area, kind of like they give us in Pillars of Aaron. That'd make my life a lot easier. So we're not wasting a whole damn minute killing mini bosses.
And you shall obey my order.
Buy me some time.
Imperfect.
Fly into the cover. Hurry.
Give me Quicksilver. So before I ever did the Uber Shaper fight, before I even attempted it, I was like, you know what? I'm scared. Before I use these expensive fragments, I'm going to try the normal Shaper. And I'm just going to try and dodge the bullet hell phase. So I didn't realize that when you do get into the Uber Shaper fight and he does bullet hell, there's actually less projectiles and they're quite a bit larger. So I kind of made myself pointlessly suffer. But I feel like it ended up making me do better in that fight anyways. I'm not too upset about it. I just think it's a little silly to think back on. Now, boss man flat out ran around the corner to get away from me. The man's trying to waste my time.
These memories are mine. I cannot lose them.
They lie to you, Father. I'm your true memory.
To save the future, the past must be sacrificed.
Buy me some time.
There are no ghosts, right? No ghosts. You just gotta make sure there's no Zana between you and the ghost. There is one during this phase. Otherwise, you get what happened last time. I don't win that race. The boots. Irrelevant. Get me the hell out of here. Actually, 4 minutes 51 seconds. New record by like a solid minute or so. 45 seconds.
I see you, little mouse.
Little mouse.
Along here. Run along.
Got him before he phased.
Turn back, trespasser. Cease this madness. You tamper with things you do not understand. You won't escape me.
I saw the chickens coming out of the gate and had a Vietnam flashback to the damn Chimera fight. Thought that's what I was doing for a moment, so I had to clear all of them. It was just bar cool.
This is your final warning. Leave or you force my hand again, little mouse. So you've chosen to side with chaos. This is my world.
Nuh-uh.
And you shall obey my order.
No, dude. So close.
Slide into the cover. Hurry! Let's find a way back.
horror must be stopped. Obstacles destroyed.
He was not targeting me, he was targeting my mercenary. That almost killed him. Damn it. That one wasn't quite as close as last time, but we only had to get a self bar down here. Always gotta be at least one immunity attack per shaper phase.
We need to find a way back quickly.
I mean, I guess unless you give him a good and proper one-shot. Which is kind of antithetical to the whole idea of lightning warp mines.
These memories are mine. I cannot lose them.
They lie to you, Father. I'm your true memory.
To save the future, the past must be sacrificed.
Damn it. It's again with the back-to-back beams, it's just the first one killed Zana this time.
Irrelevant.
One more shaper. And then 3/4 of our suffering is over. We just have to go through Elder after that.
Run along. Turn back, trespasser. Cease this madness.
Man actually teleported in place because he didn't move when we aggroed him. But I think he's scripted to do that when he's like... I think when he runs out of energy shield or something like that. Never really noticed that before. We got the Weaver phase, unfortunately. So we get to wait around a little longer.
Your recklessness will not go unpunished. You won't escape me. This is your final warning. Leave. You force my hand again, little mouse. So, you've chosen to side with chaos. This is my world, and you shall obey my order.
No. Maybe if I had resolved to eat the slam, we could have gotten him in time, but I didn't want to risk it. Dying is far slower than sitting through one of these phases, because I'd have to sit through one of these phases after I come back enemies. Man was vulnerable for all of 0.2 seconds. Yeah, I wasn't too hopeful about phasing him. I believe Zana can die during that shield phase as well. It's really nice to not drop the damn space puddles on her feet.
These memories are mine. I cannot lose them.
They lie to you, Father. I'm your true memory.
To save the future, the past must be sacrificed.
We need to close.
Alright, where's the ghost? I'm not letting Zana die again. Looks like no ghost. Into the other invulnerability. Feels good, man. Just shaper things.
Irrelevant.
Alright, 5 shapers, 0 dying suns, but it's not exactly a common drop. So it's off to 5 elders now. I think that's probably where we're gonna end the stream. It's a little bit of a shorter day, but I think this is like, when we're done these elders, it's just gonna be a good natural stopping point. Tomorrow we'll focus on, maybe it's still on. Tomorrow we'll focus on something else. Maybe the T-17s I'm missing. Shaper, anytime now. Thank you. If we just keep hitting everywhere, the portals will die, I'm sure, whenever they spawn. High octane bossing content right here, dude. Dare I say the highest octane in the whole game.
To me, Exile, quickly.
That's not a Watcher's Eye, dude. What the hell? I've been fooled. I guess it's the next best thing. I'm not sure how much those sell for though. I think it's less than a div. Freezing me outside of the donut is kind of cheap. And we're waiting. We're waiting. And waiting.
To me, Exile, quickly!
Watcher's Eye, sir. Please. That's... You know what? Close enough. Fine. Whatever, dude. Shimmer on, shimmer off.
To me, Exile, quickly!
Maybe the third time. Elder, why do you hate me? We've been best friends forever. What the hell? We got him before Shaper could show up the first time. Oh, please don't kill Shaper with that. Hey, it hurt him a little bit. He's fine. He'll walk it off. Honestly, if we could just do that for every attempt on this boss, that'd be great. Also, the Uber version. Sorry, the Uber version. That'd be even better. Which, I don't remember. We attempted Uber Elder. And it was kind of a close call. Like we nearly got it. I just didn't quite have the damage to, like, clear everything before the arena got too messy. But I also don't remember if I had equipped Rollikish's Impatience and Raven's Secret, the belt. I don't remember if I had that for that fight. I might not have. That would have made a pretty significant difference, I think, in the outcome of that fight. We may have to try that again at some point. Maybe this weekend. Probably not tomorrow, but Saturday.
To me, Exile, quickly!
Brother, this might be the longest I've ever gone without getting a Watcher Eye. Like, we're still getting the Goober Elder fragments, but I don't feel good about it. I was promised Watcher's Eyes. Shaper, get his ass. Yeet. Love the way the Elder's like, huh? What the hell was that? One of my favorite animations of his.
To me, Exile, quickly!
Kill me, mercenary, quickly. Oh, we got one. At least we're not leaving totally empty-handed. I almost ID'd it, because I was IDing in presence. That was close, but we will probably sell that un-ID'd. We did get a 60 div Watcher's Eye earlier this league, but most of the time that's not what happens. So, un-ID'd it is for me, but I believe that was our last one. So that is where we're going to go ahead and, where we're going to go ahead and end the stream. So, appreciate y'all watching. Hope you've enjoyed. If you didn't not already, make sure you smack the like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, the follow button if you're watching on Twitch, and come see me again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or Eastern US Time, whatever you want to call it, for more. Like I said earlier, we're going to be doing probably the last 10 T17s we need. I'll either buy Fortress or we'll try Sanctuary again, because I have 14 copies of it. We may try Goober Elder, Goober Elder, that is. Maybe some lab runs, maybe... Yeah, I'm definitely not doing Pinnacle bosses. Another thing we may do is we may buy a bunch of Polaric Invitations. That's the name. The mini boss before Searing Exile. But anyways, we'll figure that out all tomorrow. For tonight, have yourselves a good rest of the night, and I'll see you then. Yeet.